welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a huge drugstore haul, so if you would like to see all the stuff I picked up, please keep watching. So I'm going to take everything from this box. I know, it's massive, right? So I'm just going to start grabbing things. So the first few things that I have is from Garnier, and they're sheet masks, and I found these at Walmart and I thought they were interesting. So the first one here is the Moisture Bomb. It's the super hydrating mask. It looks like this. It's like the pink one. And then the second one is, wait, what? Okay, so the pink one says it deeply hydrates, comforts, and soothes skin. Okay, so that's what this pink one says. And then the blue one here is also a hydrating mask, and this says it provides deep moisture for instantly softer, more radiant skin. So I guess they're all for dry skin. And then the last one I have here says the super hydrating mask mattifying. Deeply hydrates, balances skin, and visibly reduces pores. And I'm pretty sure I paid about $2.50 a piece, so that's not bad at all. The next thing I have here is from Loreal, and this is the Glam Bronze in 02. It's giant. I believe this is like $15, so it's super steep for a drugstore bronzer, but it is like massive. So I'm pretty sure that I hauled the shade 3, which is the darkest shade out of these, in my last drugstore haul. So this is the second one, and I know it looks like there's like glitter in it, but it doesn't transfer onto the skin. It's super buttery. I love these bronzers. They do pull a little warm, like red toned warm, so just beware of that. But as long as you use like a light hand and kind of build up the color that you want, it should be okay. Next, I have a beauty sponge from Loreal, and this is the foundation blender. I've seen a few people talk about this, so I'm excited to try it. Let's see. It feels really soft, so comparing it to the beauty blender, it's about a little bit bigger, and you can see the shape. This one actually feels more softer than the beauty blender. Like, this feels more dense to me, and this is more squishy, so I'm excited to try this. Next, I have a brush from Essential Tools, and this is the Step 3 Finish Bronzer Brush. And it looks like this. It's massive. Like, look at that. Let's go ahead and open it up. So this is what it looks like. You see how big this is? Which I'm actually excited because the Morphe E3 is my favorite brush to contour with, and this is like just as big as that one, except for the Morphe brush is more tapered and this is just flat. But oh my gosh, the handle on this, like, I think this is going to be such a good bronzer brush or even a powder brush. Up next, I have a highlighter from Essence, and this is the Pure Nude highlighter, and this is supposed to be a matte highlighter, whatever that means. Like, I understand it, but I think there should be like a better word to describe it besides matte. And this is what it looks like. It's super pigmented. Look at that. Drugstore is stepping up the game, let me tell you. It's so pretty. And it looks like it would be good for light to medium skin tones. I think it'll be a little too light for deeper skin tones. I'm excited to try that. This is probably the most interesting thing that I have in my haul, and this is from Rimmel, and it's the Shake It Fresh Clump Free Mascara. I got mine in the shade Extreme Black, but I just thought it was so weird. And I feel like nobody ever talks about Rimmel, and Rimmel has some good shit. So if you haven't checked out Rimmel, like, their lipsticks are good, their foundation is really good, like, and they have a couple mascaras that I really like too, so. Next, I have this cream contour palette, which I thought would be interesting. This is from CoverGirl, and it's the True Blend Contour Palette, and I got the shade 1, I believe. I got like the lightest one. This is what it looks like. So you have a highlight shade, a contour shade, and then a bronzer shade, it looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and swap. Ooh, it feels really creamy. So that's the highlighter. It's not too intense. This feels really, oh my gosh, this might be my new favorite like cream thing. Okay, so the bronzer isn't a bronzer. It's definitely just like a darker highlighter. So you can see this one right here is supposed to be the bronzer, but it's just like a darker highlighter. And then this is the contour shade. Look at that contour shade. Do you see how pigmented those are? Oh my gosh, that contour shade is gonna blend like butter. Like me just touching it felt like butter. And I normally use the Anastasia Fawn cream contour stick, but I don't know. That might be this might be taking its place. The next thing I picked up is an eyeshadow palette. It was $10, I remember because I just got it yesterday. It's from Hardcandy and it's an all matte eyeshadow palette. Can you believe it? $10 for what? 3, 6, 9, 15 shades. 15 shades, people. The packaging on mine though is like kind of beat up. Like it looks like, I don't know. When I got shipped to Walmart, it just didn't go very well, it looks like. But anyway, so you open it up and you have a little mirror. Then it comes with 2 brushes. And let's go ahead and touch a few colors. The only thing that I don't really like is like the top row is pretty much like the same shade, it looks like to me. They feel pretty buttery. I'm just gonna touch, ooh. The formula feels kind of like inconsistent, so that kind of sucks, but look at that. I mean, for $10, you can't really, for $10 and what'd I say? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 shades, you can't really expect much, I would think. But I think that would be an awesome palette though for like beginners, because I feel like it'd be, you get a lot of matte shades, but you can see it's kind of chunky, but it could just be because I just wiped off my fingers with the makeup wipe. But let's try some more. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, I think this would be good for beginners because you get a lot of matte shades and it was $10. So I don't know. I mean, I think it would be, okay, let me take that back. Well, I think it would be really good for beginners because I think it's easier to spend $10 and get all these colors to mess with. I don't know. So I just did a few more. So the darker shades looks like there's a lot of pigment. So this might actually be worth the $10. And I guess if a couple of the shades are better than the others, like these 4 were a lot better than these 3, like that's still what? There's 15 shadows. That's less than $1 a shadow. So if some of them are like a bust, then I mean, I guess that would be okay because you're paying less than $1. Like, and I have yet to see an all matte palette from the drugstore that's $10 or less. I think L'Oreal has some, but aren't they closer to 20? I'm not sure. But look at that. Next, I have this Maybelline Dream Bronze BB 8-in-1 Beauty Balm Sun-Kissed Glow Perfector, and I got mine in the shade 10 Light Medium Bronze. It looks like this. I'm not sure, do you mix this in with something or what do you do? I don't know. I feel like I would just use it as a cream bronzer. I don't think I would just use it as like an all over face shade, or maybe mix it in with, I don't know. Maybe if you mix it in with another BB cream, I don't know. Ooh, the color is really nice though. Look at that color. I really like the shade of this. It's like the perfect tan color. Ooh. So I guess you could mix it in with your foundation maybe, or another like BB or CC cream if you wanted like an all over tan look. But I think that I might just use it as a liquid cream bronzer. Next up, I have a Wet n Wild pressed powder. This is in the shade Warm Light, and I think this is the lightest shade. I wanted to get it to be able to set my foundation with. I have a darker color of this that I use for bronzer, and it looks so good. It just like melts into the skin, probably because it's a foundation powder. Maybe like the formula is a lot different than like a normal bronzer. I'm not sure, but I love it to bronze up my face. So I thought I would pick up the one for that more matches my skin tone. And look at that, it's so soft. I mean, I'm sure you're not gonna be able to see it, but yeah. So anyway, so I really like it for bronzer, so I thought I would try it to set my whole face. And then I also picked it up in this shade right here. So this is in the shade Dark Cafe, and this is a lot darker than the one that I'm using to bronze with, but I thought maybe if I get a little bit more tan like throughout the summer that I would want to use this one instead of that one, because the other one I'm using now is like pretty light. Or I thought maybe I could contour with this, but it looks like it might be, it pulls really red, so it might not be a good it might not be good to contour with, but I think to warm up, like look at the pigment on this. Oh my gosh. And the Wet n Wild was 40% off, so. And I think it was at, I want to say it was CVS or Rite Aid. But I think this is really pretty. This kind of reminds me of the NYC bronzer. That's really nice. Oh, no, this reminds me of Benefit Hoola. Yeah, that's what it is. So yeah, I guess it would be kind of like the NYC bronzer because those are dupes. Let's do a few lip products, shall we? So I picked up another of the Maybelline Vivid Hot Lacquers. I believe this one is the lightest shade. It's in 60 T's. And I thought maybe it would be a dupe for the Kylie So Cute lip gloss, but I grabbed, look at the applicator. Like, what? It's like a pointed doe foot. It kind of has like a minty smell to it, but I thought it might be a good dupe for the Kylie Cosmetics So Cute gloss. And oh my gosh, I swear Maybelline's new lip products are phenomenal. You guys can see it, but just the formula is so creamy. Oh, I love it. I want to get every shade. And like I just said, Maybelline's new lip products are freaking amazing. So I picked up another shade called Loyalist in the Superstay Matte Ink. And the packaging I really like. I want to say these are around $8, so that's not, I mean, I feel like it's expensive for a drugstore, but it is a liquid lipstick, so. And it has a pointed doe foot, like this. And that's the shade. It's just like, I mean, I think it looks lighter in the tube than it does on the back of my hand, but it's just like the perfect nude pink shade. Next, I have a primer from Milani, and this is the Prime Light Face Primer, Strobing Plus Pore Minimizing, Oil Free. I want to find a good drugstore primer. Like, I have the NYX Angel Veil primer that I like, but I want to find some more. So this definitely has like a little bit of pearliness to it. You can see that. So it came out white, and then it's kind of weird that it illuminates and reduces pores. Like normally that's like two different kinds of primers, but I think it would be good. And it smells nice and like fresh. Ooh, yeah, I like that. I really want to find a good like hydrating primer. Like I know a lot of people say the Too Faced Hangover primer is hydrating, but to me it doesn't hydrate my skin at all. So if you know any hydrating primers, let me know below. Next up, I have this Flower Beauty product. This is the Highlighter Chubby is what it's called. So this is what it looks like. I got this because I saw somebody on YouTube talk about it, and it's just a cream highlighter. Ooh, pretty. That's what it looks like. I love Flower Beauty. I feel like Flower Beauty and Rimmel are super underrated. Next, I have a couple of the NYX Butter Glosses. I got two shades. So the first one here is in the shade Fortune Cookie. And it's just a pale pink. And then the second one here is a coral pink, which I think would be perfect for summer. And this is called Peaches and Cream. And then I have a Wet n Wild Color Icon blush in the shade Rose Champagne. And I never tried any of the old formula blushes, so I don't know anything about those, but this says new formula, and you get like a little brush. So this is the shade right here. It kind of reminds me of Melba by MAC, and it looks like something that you could wear every day or with every eye look. I don't know if you'll be able to really see that. Next up, I have a Wet n Wild Au Naturel eyeshadow palette, and it comes with like a dual-ended sponge brush thing. But I thought the colors were really pretty. I feel like you could get a lot of looks out of this palette because it has like some everyday shades, but then you could also do like a smoky eye and then a little bit in between. So I'm gonna go ahead and touch some of these. They feel really dry, but the pigment is there. Really powdery. So that's the three shades. So the shimmer shade is kind of chunky, but the matte shades, geez, like yeah, the matte shades look like they're gonna be good. Up next, I have a Good to Glow Rimmel highlighter. It's like a liquid highlighter. This is in the shade 02. And it's definitely like a peachy highlighter, that's for sure. So that's what it looks like. Ooh, it's like a pretty peachy pink color. Pretty peachy gold color. Then I have a, what is this? Rimmel Lasting Finish Lip Liner in the shade Tiramisu. And it looks like this. It's like a Rimmel haul, right? And then it's just like a pencil sharpener one. So not an automatic twist up. I thought it was a nice tan brown natural shade. And then I found this L'Oreal Infallible 8-Hour Pro Gloss. I've yet to try any of them, but I've heard really good things. And this color just caught my eye because it was totally different from anything I own. And I know it's probably not for everybody. This is in the shade 715 Raisin. So it's that pointed dope at, I think Maybelline's, what was that? Something from Maybelline we just looked at had the same dope at. I think this is so pretty. It's like a raisin color with a little bit of gold specks. That's what it looks like. So when I look at it from down here, it looks almost like a darker nude with some gold. I don't know. But the formula didn't feel sticky at all. It feels really nice. Then I have a concealer from Wet n Wild. This is the, I want to say it's the Photo Focus Concealer. I got mine in the shade Light Ivory. So when I first got this, I was like a couple shades lighter than what I am now because I've been to the pool a few times, but I thought it would be too dark because it literally matched my skin tone, but it's kind of deceiving because in the tube it looks like it's a darker, but then on my skin it swatches way lighter. Next I have a Maybelline lipstick. This is in shade 755 Nude Thrill. It's part of the Bolds collection. Ooh, that's super creamy. So that's the shade right there. And now I have another lipstick from Revlon. I love Revlon lipsticks. The shade, what is it? It's my favorite. Primrose. Favorite lipstick from Revlon for sure, but this one's in the shade Wink for Pink and it's a cream. I only like the cream lipsticks. I don't like the shines and I like their mattes, but I think they only have like 2 mattes. But I don't like the shines like at all. This is really pretty. So this just looks like a darker version of MAC Angel. I feel like this haul is mainly lip products, but that's because I love lip products. But I have 2 Milani liquid lipsticks. I have like a nudie color and then a pink. So the first one right here, and I'm sure I've said this like in every video at this point, but Lime Crime is my favorite liquid lipstick, and then Milani is like number 2. This one right here is in the shade Honey. This is kind of like a dark nude. I love the way they smell. They smell like vanilla. The other shade is a hot pink and it's called Cherish. This is like a super hot pink, but it's kind of like a coral hot pink. Look at that. I'm definitely gonna have to try that for the summertime. Next I have this Hardcandy highlighter and it's in the shade, it just says Prismatic Highlighter. And I love the packaging. It's super simple and I opened it yesterday and I'm gonna try it on my face before I return it, but it's really chalky. Like, it's really chalky. So I haven't put it on my face yet, but I was not impressed with the swatch at all. Like, you can just see, like, look at that. I don't know, like sometimes things look different when you put it on your face, so I'm hoping that's the case, but I do not like the formula so far at all. And then I picked up this mascara. I think it was, no, I didn't get it for free. Maybe I did. I think I might have got it for $1, but I could be wrong. CVS was doing a thing where you spent like $15 in CoverGirl and then you get a mascara for $1, but I can't remember if that was this one. But anyways, this is the Bombshell Volume, and I got the waterproof, and it has a step 1 and 2. So I've never tried this before, so I'm excited to try it. So it says it's gonna volumize and intensify, so I'm assuming give you some volume and then lengthen your lashes at the same time. Oh no! I just noticed I got it in the shade brown. Oh well, at least then on my maybe like pool days or my no makeup days, I can try this out. Next, I have a Maybelline Color Tattoo Eye Chrome, and it's in this really pretty green color, and it's in the shade Khaki Cool. So it's definitely like a duochrome. It's like a olive green with a little bit of gold. It's really pretty. And then I picked up this Rimmel Scandal Eyes eyeshadow stick in the shade Prohibition Pink, and it's just a pencil like this. And I'm running out of places. This is really pretty. So that's what it looks like right here. I thought this would be pretty for like a no makeup day, just for like a little bit of shimmer on the eyelid or inner corner. Then I have a CoverGirl lipstick. This is in the shade 280 Decadent Peach. And I feel like CoverGirl lipsticks are hit and miss, but I thought this shade was really pretty. And it's like a peachy pink color. I think they smell so weird. So that's the shade right there. What an awkward place to swatch, right? But isn't that pretty? Ooh, let's talk about these. So I found these at Walmart online, and I think they were like $10, but they're brushes, and look how nice this case is that they came in. Like, what? What? I've never heard of this brand. It's called Advanced Beauty Tools, and I got the chrome 4 brushes plus brush roll. Look at this. I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure it was $10 or less, but look at these brushes. Don't they look super expensive? And then you get a case. Like, what? So I'll take them out. They just look, and they're super soft. I love the handles. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so good for powder. So you get that brush, and then I don't know what this is. This is the second brush in the case. Let's see. This is a blush brush. That's what I would have used it for too. Oh, it's so soft. And then you get a flat eyeshadow brush. Feels a little whimsy. I like my eyeshadow brushes to be a little bit more stiff, but it might be a good alternative to MAC 242. Then you get an angled brush. So it'll be good for winged liner or your eyebrows. And I was actually thinking about doing a video testing out Walmart makeup brushes. So if you like that idea, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, because I think it would be nice to find some inexpensive brushes that you can get at Walmart. I mean, I know I had to order that set, but I think it would be nice to be able to find good, affordable makeup brushes that you can just go and buy instead of having to order from Morphe or Sigma. Next, I found this Hardcandy loose powder, and it looks like this. I want to find a good drugstore loose powder because I don't know, like I know everybody likes the RCMA no color powder and it's really cheap and you get so much, but I don't think I would repurchase it once I run out. Oh, this is the packaging. It looks like you get a lot. You get 18 grams, which let's see how much you get in the Laura Mercier. So in the Laura Mercier, which is like almost 40 bucks, you get 29 grams and you get 18 in this, and I think this was 6 bucks. I love loose powder to set my face, but my goodness, it's so messy. So that's what it looks like. It feels like salt. It kind of reminds me of the e.l.f. high definition powder, if you've tried that. I don't know, like I think this might be good for dry or oily skin, but not for dry skin. So I have another Maybelline The Bold Collection lipstick. This is in the shade Blackest Berry. I love Maybelline lipsticks. pretty. Kind of reminds me of Cyber from MAC. Then I have another Maybelline lip lacquer, and this is in the shade Too Cute. I'm telling you, I love these. I need all the shades. Oh. It's in the perfect, like, baby doll pink shade, too. Look at that. So pretty much is all lips left. Anyways, then I have a Revlon lipstick in the shade Rose. It looks like this, and a bunch of these were on sale, so I figured I'd pick up some. I absolutely hate the shape of this lipstick, but this is a really pretty color. I know the other ones that I bought in the past, I didn't like the shades, but I got them because they were on sale for like $3, but I really like the shade of this. Next, I have a NYX Soft Lip Cream. This is in the shade Buenos Aires, and it just looks like a really nice light peach shade. I don't remember these being kind of clumpy. That's the shade right there. And again, another really pretty color for summer and spring, or spring and summer. Then I have a Rimmel All My Gloss Gloss. These are some of my favorite glosses from the drugstore. This one's in the shade Go Gloss or Go Home, and I liked it because it's like a peach color, and it looks like it has a little bit of silver reflect in it. I love how they smell. No, never mind. That one smells bad. The other ones I have don't smell like that. But here it is right here. So it's just a peachy color with a little bit of gold and silver flakes in it. And the formula is super nice. It's not sticky at all. Next, I have a few more of the Wet n Wild liquid lipsticks. So the first one right here is in the shade Pink Really Hard. In other places, this is really pretty. This looks like a color that I would wear a lot. So it's right there. Then I have the shade Rebel Rose, and this looks like a really pretty, like, nudie lilac color. It's like a nudie lilac mauve color, I guess. And that's right there. And then the last shade is called Coral Corruption, and if you have a CVS or Rite Aid, I think it's Rite Aid. Rite Aid always puts Wet n Wild 40% off, so that's why I have so much of it in all my hauls, because I always wait till it goes to 40% off and then I go get everything. So that's that shade right there. I was kind of hoping it'd be a little bit more corally. This is kind of like a dark coral color, but they're still really pretty. Next, I have a CoverGirl lip liner. This is in the shade Seduce. This is what it looks like. I feel like lip liners from the drugstore are kind of expensive. Like, I think this was like between $8 and $10. That's really expensive for a lip liner, I think. This says you can pair it with their neutral lipstick collection. I do really like the packaging of their lip liners though. This looks like it's gonna be too light. So that's it right there. It looks a little darker on camera. I don't know, like it looks like it's gonna be way lighter than my natural lip color, so we'll have to see. I have 3 things left. So this is the Physicians Formula Butter Blush in the shade Vintage Rose. I really like the butter bronzer. I love the way it smells and I love the color of it, but I feel like I can only wear it with certain foundations because it gets kind of muddy. Like it won't blend over some foundations that I have. I love the packaging of these. I haven't tried the blushes at all though. They smell like the bronzer. That's the shade. I think this is a pretty everyday shade. It looks like it has a little bit of sheen to it too. Then you get like the little sponge brush on the other side and a mirror. So that's the shade right there. Let's see. Might be hard to see, but that's it right here. Look how that might be the most pigmented drugstore blush I've seen ever. So I used to wear these eyeliners all the time in high school, and then I don't really wear pencil liners. I mean, sometimes I do wing liner, but other than that, I'm always wearing like a nude shade in the waterline, and that's it. So I thought I would try this out. Like I said, I used to use this all the time in high school, but in the black shade. But this is in the color Gray Khaki, and it's from CoverGirl. So this is what it looks like. You have the product on one side, and then a little sponge right here so you can smudge it out. And broken? No, it's just weird. This is really pretty. It's like an olivey gray. That's the shade right there. I thought it'd be really pretty to do like a cool tone smoky eye. Maybe smudge this on the upper and lower lash line. Alright, last thing is a new lip product from CoverGirl. This is called the Melting Pouts, and I got mine in the shade Gelibrate, I think that's how you say it, and it's just the coral shade, and I only got one of them because I wanted to see, and then it has like the same, like, what do you call this? I can't think of what to call it, but it's the exact same tip from the Too Faced Melted. It's like a sponge tip, I guess you would say. And I only wanted to get one because I didn't know if I would like it, and I swatched it. Obviously you could tell because it's dirty, and I thought it was so pretty. It's literally like, here it is right here. It's literally exactly the same thing as the Too Faced Melted. So if you see these, check them out. They also have like a really pretty kind of dark berry color that I would think would be so gorgeous for the fall time. Okay guys, that concludes my drugstore haul. I hope you guys saw some things that you're interested in and want to try out, and I do plan on doing like a first impressions tutorial using some of this makeup so we can see how it looks and if I like it, if I don't like it, if I'm going to return it or keep it, you know, whatever. So keep a lookout for that. If you like these kind of haul videos from me, don't forget to subscribe, and please give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys later. Bye.